In this lesson, we'll look at how to recognize identities, inconsistent equations, and conditional equations. So first of all, an identity is just an equation that is true for all numbers. No matter what you plug in for the variable, both sides equal the same thing. So every number appears to be a solution. An inconsistent equation is an equation that's never true. So no matter what you plug in for x, nothing appears to be a solution. And conditional equations are just really the regular equations we're used to solving. It's an equation that's true for some numbers and not for others. So under certain conditions it's true. For these equations, since you don't solve them any differently than linear equations, it's not really that you have to learn a different method here. It's that you have to be able to recognize when you've run up on one of these, you have to know what the answer looks like. So let's take a look at some examples. Let's solve 2 times x plus 1 equals 2x plus 3. So naturally the first thing you would do is distribute this 2, and that will leave you 2x plus 2 equals 2x plus 3. Now if you were solving this in any other section of the book, you would subtract 2x from both sides, so let's do that. And that is going to leave you 2 equals 3. See, the problem is that you have the same x term on both sides, so when you eliminate it from one side, it gets eliminated from both sides, and you're left with something with no variable that's not true. So this is how you'll recognize it. There's no variable left, and it's a false statement. 2 equals 3 is not true. And this is how you know you have an inconsistent equation, and the solution is that there is no solution, and sometimes the symbol that they use for no solution is this empty set symbol here. So again, if you lose your x term but you get something that's not true, you'll know you have no solution. Okay, 4x minus 7 equals 4 times x minus 1 minus 3. So the first thing you would do is distribute that 4. And then you would combine your like terms. So negative 4 minus 3 gives you minus 7. And now look, they're both exactly the same. Actually, if you can recognize right here that both sides are the same, you can stop and say that you have an identity. But you also, if you continue solving it, what you'll come up with is something that it gives you a true statement, like 7 equals 7 or something like that. So when you get both sides exactly alike, you'll know that this is a true equation no matter what x equals, because whatever it equals on the left, it's definitely going to equal on the right. This is called an identity, and the solution here is all real numbers, because every number could be plugged in here and check as a solution. And then here's 2x plus 7 equals negative 3. We solve this, we get just one number. And so this is true under the condition that x equals negative 5. That means this is a conditional equation. It's true only for one value of x, it's conditional, and the solution is x equals negative 5. So you see the difference here. On the inconsistent equations, you get something that's just not true. On the identities, you get something that's true all the time. And on the conditional equations, you get something that's true only under certain conditions. And really, that's all there is to it. You need to be able to come up with these 3 solutions and know these 3 names.